Richmond.
Mr. Speaker, Strait Area Transit provides an essential transportation system for residents in the town of Port Hawkesbury, in the counties of Richmond and Inverness. On March 25th, Strait Area Transit suspended its operations due to financial concerns. Mr. Speaker, it's now been over 2 weeks that this service has not been in operation. People have had to cancel medical appointments and miss other appointments as well because of the suspension of the service. Could the Minister of Service Nova Scotia and Municipal Relations advise the House as to what the status is of negotiations to resume the operations of Strait Area Transit?
The Honourable Minister of Service Nova Scotia and Municipal Relations.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And I think when the member asked a question on this topic a couple of weeks back, I indicated that my staff were intending and trying to set up a meeting with stakeholders in the area, which included the representatives from the municipalities involved. So that meeting happened yesterday, Mr. Speaker, and I haven't yet been briefed as to the outcome of that. I want members to know, and the member opposite for sure, that my staff did go with a proposal, around what we could offer from the province in terms of funding, and I want this would be short term in the hopes that they would get to a long-term solution. The issue around people's appointments and whatever, we also fund the Strait Area Transit money through a door-to-door program, which is actually the way we fund other transit associations in the province. We don't fund fixed route, but because Strait Area has a combination of the two, so I think it would be up to them to try to ensure that, because we fund the door-to-door so people can get to their appointments, that'd be an aspect of their program that they see to it that they maintain. Thank you.
The honourable member for Richmond on his first supplementary.
Mr. Speaker, I can't encourage the Minister enough to look at this as an emergency situation. When you've got people missing important medical appointments because of this loss of service, you have students that attend the Regional Occupation Centre in Port Hawkesbury that are being disrupted as well. People came to rely upon this service, and I know the government has indicated how it sees this as an important service. So I would hope that the Minister would see this as an emergency situation and be prepared to put the funding necessary in place while a long-term solution is being carried out, because as we talk about this, we have riders that do not have a means of transportation, and that needs to be addressed. So my question to the Minister again is he prepared to put in place emergency funding to get Strait Area Transit up and running as soon as possible?
The Honourable Minister of Service Nova Scotia and Municipal Relations.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Well, that was the game plan that my staff went down there with. It was the idea that we would use our envelope of funding that we have to help them in the short term until a long-term solution could happen. I think the member is aware that the province gave $120,000 last fall and another $5,000 a couple of weeks back, and we were not informed about the impending shutdown of service. We do not fund fixed route transit, Mr. Speaker, and it's my expectation that we will not be funding this into the long term. Thank you.
The honourable member for Richmond on his final supplementary.
Well, Mr. Speaker, I'm sure that the residents of Strait Area listening that are a bit confused about door-to-door and fixed route and funding. So let me make the answer as simple as possible, and hopefully the Minister can make his answer as simple as possible. How much money is the Minister and his department prepared to make available to Strait Area Transit today to restore that service?
The Honourable Minister of Service Nova Scotia and Municipal Relations.
Thank you. I can get that number probably for the member before the end of the day. It would be what is in the envelope for that programs that we traditionally offer. And the reason for the meeting with the stakeholders, and in particular the municipalities, is that fixed transit is funded through municipal units and not through the province, Mr. Speaker.
The honourable member